That was the next word turn you get. Yes, sir. I'm at the Black River at this time, about 18 minutes from 1 and 2. Or you're still reporting down Mount Traffic. Thank you. You're welcome, sir. Traffic.
You feel like there's a lot more young people feel like you right now?
You it's broken. Once you feel that the Holy Spirit, you experience real peace. And I'm a testimony of that.
But now we're about to go outside for something really exciting because some of these young people are taking the next step in their faith journey by getting baptized. So I see a bunch of trucks behind me. What's about to happen?
Hey, Giggles, how you doing?
Outside. How does it feel right now?
Giggles. Brenda, good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday morning.
You feel it right now. Tonight, experience. Unite the message of and see so many students for Jesus. So many to think of this tonight. It was so uplifting. The Lord saying so much tonight, so much tonight. Even just seeing one person choose Jesus is just incredible. It was how great is that? I get emotional just watching that, and I think it's seeing the college students' faces when they get baptized and then come out of the water and the smile that they had, the joy that they had. It was a life-changing experience for me to see all of this. Yeah, and that came together, not just the University of students, but there's a lot of colleges around the area. And they all
Good morning, Skyfly. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Good, I hope. I hope everybody's going to have a good weekend. It's a little bit hazy here, cloudy, but not bad.
social media, but really the core fundamental of it is God coming back into the lives of these young people. And it's just an amazing thing to witness. Well, Carl, you did such a beautiful job on this package. One thing that you noted, and I noted as well, you mentioned it, just the joy of PA that after they baptized, yeah, I'm sure you felt it.
Yep, Joel, it's good to have you here. It's good to have TJ, aka Giggles, here as well. And of course, my very dear friend, Brenda Sunstar. We got this is a articulated hug barge combination. the Erie Trader is coming upbound.
They felt lost personally. Another friend of theirs who said, "You need to try something out. Come to church with me. Come to these religious revival events with me." And they were hooked. And I think the why also is, Brian, like I said before, we could talk about it in terms of the things that we say on the news all the time when it comes to things that are happening that we all know about, like COVID and all of that. The idea that it's just as simple and wonderful and complex at the same time as God. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's so cool to get a front row seat on those young people changing their lives. To speakers.
That's my bone dog.
American is called it a dog breakfast. So making it's like worse than the sausage making. Lawmakers are on the brink of a 2-week recess, so the Senate is on the way to get all of DHS funded with the exception of ICE and Border Patrol. So the pressure now shifts to the House, where the bill's fate is not guaranteed.
Sunday, the 44 days of the calendar, that's how long the shutdown has put Americans in the herd. If you've watched our coverage of anywhere, really, but you've seen the lines at the airport, snarling air travel, forcing TSA workers to go with their paycheckers nearly 6 weeks. Now, President Trump late yesterday says he will sign an executive order to take those workers and still blaming Democrats for what he calls a national.
Coverage, Juicy is at the White House, and Carpino at the Atlanta airport, and Martinez standing by. But first, let's go to Chad for a film on Capitol Hill to see how this is all shaking out. Hi, Chad. Good morning.
Good morning, Dana. A dramatic scene in the dead of night. All 100 senators cleared disagreement to reopen DHS around 12 Eastern Time.
Trackable, good morning.
Collapse. So everyone put people available at rent, even if they fail to get much in return from the shutdown.
Wait the first announcement. Senate. ICE. This law funds TSA, Coast Guard, FEMA, system that keeps Americans safe.
Now the plan funds all of DHS except parts of ICE and Border Patrol. This is precisely what Democrats requested for weeks. The Democrats did not support concrete reforms at ICE. Republicans questioned why Democrats were holding out.
It's now clear to everyone. Democrats didn't actually want a solution. They wanted an issue. Politics over policy. Self-interest over reform. Pandering to their base over actually solving.
Now, this is a jam job by the Senate. The House must either take it or leave it. It's not pre-baked. The House rejects it. The shutdown continues. Some Republicans are skeptical about a narrow deal. DHS.
DHS funding. You be
Now, the combination of Democrats and Republicans to pass the bill. Otherwise, the shutdown continues. The Senate has already left town for a 2-week recess.
amazing. Thanks, Chad.
So, senior White House correspondent, see reports of the North Law reaction from the president. White House now. Bill officials here were trying to figure out how to pay TSA workers. They figured out that there's money from the one big, beautiful bill to pay them. This, of course, came after they realized that they cannot quickly come to an agreement with they did not want to accept Elon Musk's offer to pay TSA agents insurance through Congress. President Trump himself said the following: because the Democrats have recklessly talked, I'm using my authorities under the law to protect our great country as I always do.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Happy Friday.
Yes. Happy Friday to you too. Now, you don't work on the weekends, do you?
I'm on a rotating
Okay.
schedule.
Rotating schedule. Gotcha.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people out there that are in similar situations.
yeah. I work 4 days a week.
Okay.
So if I work Monday through Thursday, then I get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off.
Okay.
So that's a 5-day weekend.
Yes.
But then I come back and I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and company's closed on Sunday. And then I come back and I work Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, come back, work Friday, Saturday, and then I work Monday through Thursday again.
Did it take a while for you to get used to that changing, or
Um,
it's like
it-
the
it's
average person out there on the street works 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
right. It's one of those things. It's like it's a blessing and a curse, right?
Yeah.
Because 5 days off, that's a vacation.
Yes. Yes. Well, in
Uh,
my mind, though, what would bother me is with having 5 days off in a row and then going back to work for several days, is you got to get into that rotation.
right. And it's nice to have weekdays off because if you got to schedule a doctor's visit, if you got to schedule something for your vehicle
Right.
when businesses are open, um it's nice to not have to worry about, eh, can I get out of work on time, do I have to miss a day or something like that.
Right.
um
I'll be right back. I got to let Boone in. Continue
yes,
on.
sir.
I can hear you.
All
Oh,
right.
Boone's already inside. He's just over there whining to himself. What a little bugger. You're a pain in my butt, Boone. Yes, you are. What do you do? What type of work do you do?
um it's simple. I work in a warehouse.
Okay, you do warehouse work. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're loading and unloading trucks all the time you're there?
Well, I use a specialized piece of equipment and build orders.
Yeah, okay. All right,
But
cool.
I I can do you know just about everything in the warehouse. But people don't want to. They don't want to use this piece of equipment. It's a very
Pain in
boring
my butt, you know that?
life. It's like being put in a corner.
You're
Nobody puts baby in a corner,
you're
right?
you're you're a pain in my butt, Boone. He's I don't know if you know anything about Beatles, but he's a wild man plus he's a licker. He licks everybody and everything.
I have a I have a Jack Russell.
Okay. He's not a licker, is he?
No, she is. She was picked up off in a parking lot, and we did everything we could to be like, hey, this beautiful dog just like wound up in our lap, and come get your dog. And we didn't have the heart to like turn her over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and she's run away a couple of times. She comes right back. She's eaten my shoes when we first got her. She would crawl under the blankets in the bed, and if you roll over in your sleep, she would bite your feet. But now she sleeps either behind my knees or right in my belly. Whichever nook she can get in,
Sure.
she's right there. She's about 13 or so years old.
Well,
So,
hey, how you doing, Justin?
it's going.
Justin, tell him how you got one of your dogs. Where you got
I
your dog.
found him at the gas station.
He was roaming the gas station. Everybody was just ignoring him.
I opened my truck door. He jumped up in my lap. Took him home.
He opened the door in his truck, and the dog jumped on his lap, and he's been there ever since.
That was almost 3-4 years ago already.
Yeah.
How old do you estimate the dog to be?
He was definitely a puppy. He wasn't fixed. He didn't have any chips in him. And he picked up on the name I gave him within like a week. So that tells me. And if you look at pictures of when I got him to now, you can definitely see the face of a puppy. So I don't think
Yeah.
he was that old at all, because he didn't even have it. Like I said, as fast as he picked up on the name I gave him, I don't even think he had time to really get named.
Did he have a collar on or no?
No, he didn't have anything. We even took him at Sarah's friend's work to have him checked to see if he had a chip in him, and he didn't have anything.
Yeah, that's
No, nobody ever reported him. Like there was never any lost posters up anywhere about him or anything.
At the gas station, how long did they say he'd been around there?
2 days.
2 days.
And then people were posting on the Facebook, the Lost Dogs Facebook page for my area. They were posting, somebody should call the pound. Why didn't you do it?
Yeah. Was he pretty thirsty when you got him?
Yeah, it's fucking hot as shit outside. It was in the middle of summer.
So he
Um,
ate and drank and loved the company and stayed with you for the last 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. Been a good dog.
there's
Brenda?
there's something to be said about not just these survivors that are out there doing their own thing, trying to make it, but there's something to be said about people that have it.
Yeah.
And hey, just come with me and you'll be okay. You know what I mean?
Well, he's gotten very, very comfortable with Justin's wife, Sarah.
Yeah, that's her dog now.
I mean, he loves Justin, but he just loves Sarah.
Yeah, he follows her around everywhere.
It's kind of funny. So we rescued this Jack Russell out of a parking lot, and she became ours. And then my brother-in-law, he got it. He purchased a German Shepherd from a puppy, and so you're talking about a grown 8-pound dog versus a puppy 8-pound dog, and now you have a grown old 8-pound dog that raised a 120-pound dog. And so now we have a German Shepherd that runs around like a Jack Russell.
Well, Justin's got the second dog. The second dog you got is what kind of dog is it?
He's a boxer. I got him from the pound. What's up, TJ, Brenda, Joel?
But
Yeah, I
what is he, what
got
is he,
Bo from the pound.
what does Bo weigh?
He's about 70 pounds and nothing but fucking muscle.
And the two of them get along just fine, right?
Oh yeah, them two love each other. They're always playing and chasing each other around.
Yeah, when we got married, my wife had it was like I I don't know what it was, but she was beautiful, and I don't know if she was a boxer or a pit, but you know, she
Yeah.
had a home, and she loved home.
These days it's
Eh,
hard to tell because there's so many mixed breeds of dogs now. And like new
Yeah,
breeds that people have come up with by crossbreeding them and shit.
and especially when you know, especially when in this day and age when like, hey, you don't pick the genetics. Like, if you go and buy something, man, you're gonna pay for what you buy.
Yeah.
Oh, like a
But when you
purebred.
but when you just take this and say, hey, come home with me, you're gonna be safe, and that's where the love is. But then when you bring in another, it's like, yeah, we had to keep this wild thing, this tiny little dog, in a cage when we went to work, because at the beginning it was like they're Allie's going to kill Lucy. Allie is going to kill Lucy, and then next thing you know, uh, while we're there, they bonded, and then you come home and nobody's barking at your feet, nobody's coming to say hi to you, and you look up on the couch and the little one's snuggled up next to the bigger one, and it's like, okay,
See, my
this
dogs only took like 10 minutes and then they were best friends after that.
oh, it took some time with us, but
Like my big dog has never been aggressive towards other animals, like other cats and dogs. Like when I brought him home, he could care less about the two cats. He didn't pay attention to them at all. He didn't even care. He just walked right past them and he looked at them. Okay, you're in here too. All right. He wasn't aggressive at all, and neither was Tyson. They both got along. Like the first 10 minutes or whatever, Tyson was like barking and growling at Bo, but then they started playing, and then they were fine after that. Took like 10 minutes for them two to get acclimated with each other.
I mean,
They
I'm
did.
I'm kind of that way as a person. Um, Within 10 minutes, I know whether I can be with you or I can't,
What's up, TJ?
and 99.9% of the time, whatever is wrong with you, I can deal with it. Um, but some people, and I think this way with animals too. It's like, hey, I'm protective of my people, or I'm protective of my space, or I'm protective of my ideology, or something
Well,
like that.
your dogs become your family.
Well, I love the dog 100%. Um,
Brenda in the chat says Jack Russells are crazy.
oh yeah, uh, my wife loves wind chimes, so when the breeze goes, that dog goes nuts. Every noise, the mailman, the garbage truck, uh, you know, kids walking down the street dribbling a basketball. This dog is at the front door. Yeah, 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 yeah.
See, my little dog, he's actually pretty quiet. He don't bark much. He only starts howling when he hears like a siren. He'll start howling, and then the only time he starts like whining and barking is when my wife gets home. I come in the door, he don't give two shits, dude. He'll be laying on the bed looking at me as I'm walking in. Nothing. As soon as Sarah gets home, he starts whining at the door and wanting to get out.
Yeah, we lost the bigger dog. Um, I had I had to watch that. Um, but the Jack Russell, now I come home from work if nobody's home. She's on the couch. She's already snuggled up in a blanket, and she'll peek her head out. And I reach my hand out, and she immediately just rolls over and shows me her belly. And you know, it's it's a welcome home. It's like, hey, you held it down.
Well, Bo is pretty protective over top of your little guy, right?
Yeah. Like I don't let Tyson go outside by himself in the backyard. Like Bo's got to be with him if he's outside, just in case any because Bo doesn't like the squirrels or like birds and shit. He tries to go after them, like if they come in the yard. But he not aggressive towards other dogs or cats for some reason. He just those don't bother him.
Bo's like, get out of my yard.
But yeah, when Tyson's outside, because Tyson's only like 15 pounds. He's a little tiny dog, real small. Bo's huge. So when he's outside, Bo's outside.
Yeah, we've been to dog parks with both the dogs when they were together, and Allie would kind of go to the middle of the park and just kind of sit there, and Lucy would race the perimeter, and entice other dogs, and everybody's running around. But if Allie saw something go on with Lucy, uh, uh, all of a sudden now people have to step in because uh, you, you don't fuck with Lucy when Allie's around.
The only two people that Tyson gets really aggressive if you try to mess with them is my wife and my youngest daughter. Like he's very protective of them. I'll like pretend to hit my wife. He gets super pissed. Yeah,
Yeah,
he don't like that. He gets real mad.
I've
But if
really
my
never
wife
had
does it to me, he don't do nothing.
Yeah, I've never really had any problems with any animals ever. But my brother, growing up, my mom she got this Pekingese, flat faced, curly haired dog, and my brother tied her up, wrapped her up in a blanket and was laying on the couch, and he would blow in her face, and he'd blow in her face, and she snap, 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 blow in her face, snap, snap, snap. Well, she wound up getting him. She got him real good, and she fucked his lip up to the point where he had to have reconstructive surgery on his lip because he blew in the
did
dog's
he
face.
learn his lesson?
Yeah, I hope so. He's my bigger brother, and he failed before I even ever had a chance to fail, and I learned from him. Like I would blow in the dog's face, but I didn't tie her up when I was doing it. I made sure I had an escape plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would play with the dog. I didn't torture the dog.
Well, Justin loves animals, and he's got a bearded dragon, right?
Yeah,
What is
no.
that? Is that the
It's
lizard?
yeah, it's like a lizard. Yeah, it's a lizard. He's my buddy.
And his buddy gets up on his desk and runs around and gives him the side eye looking at him, and
Yeah, they're very, very timid lizards. They're very, like they like to have attention and stuff. They're not mean or
How big
anything
is
like
he
that.
now? How long is he?
He's about 12 or 14 inches. So a little over a foot.
With tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll go, they don't keep like getting bigger and bigger. They usually will stop growing around 2 foot is about the biggest they'll get. And they'll get that within the first year you have them. I've had them for probably 6 months now, 6, 8 months. Something like that. I can't remember when I actually bought him, but yeah, he's a big baby.
Feeds them worms and crickets.
I grew up in the National Geographic era. I know that I, even as a human being, am an animal. And instinct can take over sometimes. So, we have humanity, which is supposed to, I guess, give us reasonability and calmness and respect and things like that. But never mistake that for do whatever you want, because you do whatever you want and somebody's going to respond. So as an animal, treat other animals accordingly. Like, hey, that has a stinger, that has venom, that has teeth, that can run. What do you have? Treat others accordingly. Because you can get
you keep Doug in an aquarium, right? A big aquarium.
Oh yeah, it's an enclosure. Yeah, it's not an actual aquarium, but
And
it's
he's
somewhat.
got it set up where he's got a little cave he can hide in, or a hammock he can get on, and
Oh yeah, he's spoiled.
Is that something that does he have to be like under? Is it a heat lamp type animal?
Yeah, he has a heat lamp and he also has a UV lamp. And they're not nocturnal; they're day lizards, so they like to be out during the day.
Yeah.
So at nighttime, when I turn everything off, he has a ceramic bulb too that heats up at night, but it doesn't put off any light. It just puts off heat. And then he also has a big heating pad that goes up under the sand in his thing that goes inside of his cage, so he stays nice and warm in there. Because they like to be at like around, like if they're basking, they like to be around like 98 to 105 degrees. So
Yeah.
and his wife named him. Is what's his full name?
Sir Douglas Alexander.
He calls him Dougie.
Yeah, he's my buddy.
Where does the name come from? Sir Douglas Alexander.
She just wanted to pick a funny name for him.
So she made it up.
Yeah, she just like looked up some names and then thought she thought that one was funny, so she liked it.
That's funny. My Jack Russell, she has the light brown on her nose, and then she's all white, and she's clean. She's not like a rough furry dog.
Good
And
morning,
she's
Joe.
very smooth. And
Morning.
so I called her Lucy, and I said it's LOOSIE
Yeah.
because she looks like a single cigarette.
What's up, Jeff?
That's funny. Your show's going to the dogs this morning, man.
But for some reason, you know when somebody gets in trouble, you say, like when you yell at a kid, it's like you say their full government name, and then you know you're in trouble. So my wife
Oh, yeah.
added George George. So when she when she's in trouble, it's Lucy George.
Huh.
And I don't know where the George came from. I don't know where it came from. But you say, Lucy, come here. She comes, she sits on your lap. All is good. You say Lucy George, and she looks at you like with her asshole. She's like, what did I do?
Right.
I don't know where the George came from, but such is the name.
So I've renamed my printers, Joe, because Sarah didn't like the names I picked for him. So
Oh,
I
Lord,
picked
Helen.
Leonardo da Printio and Brent Eastwood.
Justin, you got too much time on your hands.
That's a good one.
Well, because I have two of the same printers, so when I'm on the program, so I don't get the printers mixed up, I had to name them each a different name. So that way I know which printer I'm sending the print to, because the default name, they're exactly the same. So
That makes me think I should name my equipment at work. I'm gonna think of a name.
I just went
It's
to
gonna take me a minute.
ChatGPT. Well, I went to ChatGPT and I said, give me funny 3D printer names and celebrity names, and that's what it came up with.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not much of a tech person.
Joe, how you doing? Will you print anything new?
No, I didn't print anything overnight. I let it get a rest. Last thing I printed was the Swifty Benchy.
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
My son, I sent it to my son, a picture of it to my son, and he sent back the emoji throwing up. It's pretty cool though. You got Taylor Swift on the front, and it's Da Vinci. And the point 2.0 has Swifty on one side, Benchy on the other side. I think the best one I like so far is the little Peeps Benchy when I made that one.
Yeah, I thought that would be a funny thing to put up on the Maker World just to see.
Yeah.
I want to see what people's reactions were to it.
Well, it's out there now, so it wasn't hard to do. It's just like I said, I had to get a picture of her looking at it. And it had to be a good picture. It couldn't be a lot of junk on it. And I found
Right.
one of them that was really nice. There wasn't a lot of jewelry and stuff like this. And when I put it in Maker Lab, the statue came out perfect. So then I just brought the statue over and cut it down a little bit and got it to where it would fit right.
Yeah,
It
you
was
just
too
cut the
wide.
head off.
Well, I cut the bottom part of it because it was like a bust like this. Because that's the one I made.
Right.
Yeah, and what I did was I had to cut on the angle of shoulders in so that it hang over the boat. But then I was thinking about one that I may still work on. If I could find, because there's now a way to make a full length statue.
What's up, Dusty?
And if I could make the full length one, I could bring it down in size and have it hanging over the front like in what you call it, the Titanic. But I'm gonna probably have a different one. I'm gonna make another kind, but I want to make something very unique.
I think people are just stealing each other's prints and re-uploading them to Maker World. Because you'll see like the same print and like 5 different people uploaded it, but there's nothing changed about it. It's exactly the
Yeah.
same print.
Because it asks you if you remix and it show me the original print, and it shows me tell me what the changes are. They want to know all of that, and they review it. So somebody looks at it, or it's AI looking at it.
Probably an AI system.
That's what I'm thinking because it
It
happens too
probably,
fast.
yeah, it probably wouldn't be reviewed by a person unless somebody like got on there and like was saying, "Oh, that's a copyrighted print" or something like that, and made a big fuss about it.
Now, if you both of mine say they can't be remixed. I put on there, you can't remix them. So if you go to do it, it won't let you. You can do whatever you want with it and try to upload. It's not gonna let you upload it. Now, and you gotta show them the original. I guess it's set up to. It's got to give them some kind of idea, you know.
Well, I don't know how people are getting by with it because, like I said, if you go on Maker World, and you look at some of these prints. There's like 5 different people, 5 different accounts that have uploaded the same fucking print, and none of them have changed anything about it. They all look identical.
Right.
So I don't know how they're getting away with that.
Yeah, no, I noticed that too.
Like that spool holder that Randy had me print out. There were so many people, other accounts that had that same spool holder, and they didn't change anything about it. It was exactly the same.
Yeah. Hey, Brenda.
And they even titled it exactly the same.
Dusty's here now.
You know, there's something to be said about that. Even when you follow the blueprint that is given to you, yeah, this works. Do it like this. If you have zero personality, zero intuition, you will follow that blueprint. But if you have used whatever that blueprint created before, you'll, you know, put a little bit of you in it, a little bit, whatever it is, put a little bit of you in it, and that's enough to make it better. Or, you know, a change that somebody else, billion people in the world that are just like you, that can actually use this because they couldn't use it.
Yeah.
Because it didn't have that little bit of somebody scrutinizing it a certain way. Like, yes, it works, but it doesn't work for me. And then when you get a hold of it and you look at the blueprint and you say, hey, X marks the spot. That's what makes it better for me. And if it's better for you, it's better for so many other people.
There's so many freaking models out there to look at, it's unbelievable.
Oh yeah,
And
it's crazy.
what's good about it, like I said, I was trying to figure out where to put something, and I said, I'm gonna go get some corner shelves. And that's when I first got the thing. I measured it out, got what I needed, and I printed my corner shelves. I actually printed the anchor screws and everything.
Yeah, I grew up with I grew up with Legos and erector sets. And of course there's instructions, but I always wound up trying to build a car.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing about Legos and erector sets is you don't have to go buy the thing. You can your imagination, you can make whatever you want.
Yeah, like
whatever you can come up with.
And even today, I see a car on the road and it's got a mixed matched panel. It's like, hey, somebody made it work. Somebody said it fit.
Yep.
Does it matter that it's not all shiny in the same color? Does it matter whether the labels match? No, they made it work. And then you see people driving down the road and things are like hanging off. And it's like, bro, you could go anywhere and get anything, but your shit's falling apart while you're driving it.
Dude, I don't even get behind people like that. I try to stay away from cars like that because that just tells me that they are accident prone and they don't give a shit because they don't even bother fixing their fucking car. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. I try to avoid cars on the road when they look like that, especially when they're driving like. And then it makes it even look worse on them when they're driving like a dipshit. It's like,
Yeah, I gave up. Like I drove crazy when I was young. I got arrested for going 90 and a 25
oh wow.
when I
You,
was 17.
you sound
Uh,
like you could be related to TJ.
Oh, Lord, nobody drives like DJ.
but you know, now I want to get where I'm going. I want to, arrive. What did they say? Arrive alive. And
Shit.
my car. It's not just my car. It is my to and from my livelihood, where I earn money, to my home, where I serve my family. So failure in between, it has to be mitigated. So if you want to drive crazy, go ahead.
Oh.
Stay away from me. If I have to go the speed limit, like to the dime, to not get a ticket, to not get crashed into, well,
Is
hey, let me get out of your way. And you can go on
Get it?
about your like, oh, I got a Hellcat. I got a big old work truck. I want to go 15 miles over the speed limit because everybody else seems to be. Well, it's not going to be me, brother. Let me get out of your way. I see him coming from the front. I see him coming from the back. I'm going to get where I'm getting on time because I leave early. Yeah. I'm not playing the same game some of these people are playing. It's like I
how
learned that
far away do
recently,
you live from the warehouse you work at?
about 25 miles,
Oh, okay.
and I have to be on I get on I-40 to go to work. And I have to go through the city on I-40. But it's not even the worst that I've been through, but it is what the locals call basically a spaghetti bowl. There's a lot of ons and a lot of offs, and
So every time you
people
turn
try.
around, the traffic is either exiting or coming on to the.
Yeah, and people will try to go from the left all the way to the right because they wanted to go fast, but then their exit is right now. Um, you just do the best that you can do. And in fact, not being aggressive lets the
Shit.
aggressive people kind of keep their lives because you just put yourself in danger, brother. It was me. It was me not being aggressive that allowed you to survive today. Because if I was aggressive, oh, I probably would have died 20 years ago. Do what you want to do. Do it right in front of me. I want you to get to your destination. But you're rushing to your destination. I don't want to send you there. Somebody else, it takes 30 minutes from work to home
Good morning, Ed.
on that.
What's up,
But
Ed?
What's up, hot dog?
East Coast says he drives 60 miles to work every day. That's 120 miles round trip.
Yeah,
My
I
brother.
used to do a merchandising. So I would drive from my branch location to another city, and then I would do a lap around the city, and based off of what got done and didn't get done, I would do another lap around the city, and I was putting about 200 miles on my own car every single day.
Wow.
Yeah, I ain't driving 120 miles a day unless they're paying you really fucking good or they give you a company car. I used to drive that much a day when I worked for the gas company, but I didn't drive my own vehicle. I had a company vehicle. So it didn't bother me, I didn't pay for gas or anything. So
Yeah,
I sure shit wouldn't be doing that in my own car.
I got my brother a job, and it somebody in hard times winds up making more money than you do. Or not you, but me, getting him the job, saying, "Hey, you can do this." And now he's a CDL driver, a delivery driver of our product. Um, and he's out there on the road. He might travel into another state sometimes within a single day, and the majority of his time is on the road. My
Nice,
wife,
easy.
my wife, even now, uh, she's got an elevated position. She's constantly progressing in her career. Um, but when there's nobody there to do the job, uh, she could be gone for 2 nights at a time because she has to, and she spends more time in the car than she does actually doing the work. Because you drive 8 hours and then spend 3 hours in the building, and then you go to the hotel and you spend 3 hours on the computer, and then you get a night's sleep, and then you show back up to the building to like wrap it all up, but then you have another 8 hours to drive home. And she's probably on the phone the entire time. Uh, it's insane. Like, I love driving. I'm a racing fan of all types of racing, but the safety out there on the highway is that's not racing. That's trying to stay alive. Because you got people that don't know what they're doing. You got people that are playing games, but the majority of people are just trying to get from A to B.
Yeah.
And the moment you think you're better than somebody, the moment a truck tire blows out, the moment somebody's, day drinking or something like that,
What do you got there, Justin?
all of a sudden the highway comes to a stop.
Oh, that was a picture of AZ's drone being packed up to be shipped to him.
Oh, okay.
He got the Avata 360. He said he'll have it probably sometime early next week.
Yeah, he just told me that he had my address on that box. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Now he says it says wow. I didn't want it anyway.
Uh-huh.
He wouldn't take it. He would reject the package.
Well, I don't have to worry about it. I'm not buying it. You know why? In about 3 weeks, John is going to say, "It's a piece of shit. You want it?" Watch. Because first off, if Johnny flies it in 360 mode, he don't know how to edit it. I don't even know how to edit it.
Thank you for that.
And I don't think he's going to take the time to learn. He might. I hope he does.
The policy that we have.
Oh, no, everybody always said 360 footage is kind of not the
He said it's
easiest.
hard. No, they said
Yeah.
it's hard to do.
Yeah.
I told Johnny, I said, I'm gonna go by the tugboat and I'm gonna do 360 with the regular drone. I said, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna take a picture of down, up, around, then I'm gonna blend all those clips together real fast. You'll never know. See, that'd be too much work for me. And around here, we got some things that would be pretty cool with the 360. But I think it would be better if I lived in a city where I'm around buildings and doing it. That or like out at the Grand Canyon or at Snake River Canyon or something like this.
All right.
That would be crazy. But just flying around a boat on the water. Now I'm telling you, what would I would like to do though, if I had one, when they have the cigar boats come in with the races, and you got them about five fine chicks on there, and they're up there on the boat sunbathing and all this, and you go by them and you do the 360 and you follow them around. Now, that'd be cool. Creepy too.
A little bit.
Who was it said it yesterday? Somebody said in one of the chats, yeah, for me to get the shots, to get my shots like a 360, I have to keep following the thing, go around it a few times and circle it and get my shots. And I said, so what you're saying is that if it's a girl, it's gonna be really creepy.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I told you I was taking the riverfront that day. Just they had the boats along the river, and I was just doing a little slide up the side of the river side, kind of catty corner to get the pictures of the boats. The girl comes walking out and took her top off. You know, she flashed me real fast. I didn't even I didn't even see it. I'm kind of glad I didn't see it. I went over there and said, "You want to see it?" I do. You know.
That's like the one that Randy caught on the boat and she was twerking in that bikini for him.
Mm-hmm.
She saw that he was chasing the boat,
Yeah.
and she turned around, saw the drone, she started twerking, and she was in a bikini.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know, there's definitely something to be said about catching, titties, random titties. But people fail every single day. And honestly, that's what do they call it? Safe for work. Like that's something that you can show anybody, anywhere, anytime. So like you talk about boats. I've seen this inlet, I guess maybe it's in Florida, where it gets pretty rough to get
Oh, yeah.
out.
That's the mouth of the Miami River.
And you see people in $1 million boat, and they got people on the bow in bikinis looking like they're having a great time, and then this little wave just, and next thing you know, the boat is airborne. The people are off the boat.
Yeah, I've seen
The
that. That's
captain
hilarious.
in the seat, and everybody's in pain now.
I know which one you're talking about too. I've seen that one. That was where the 2 or 3 girls and a couple guys were in the boat, and they were hauling ass, and they hit a fucking wake. And it fucking threw the driver of the boat right into the floorboard of the boat and knocked him out. I mean, he hit his head hard.
Yeah, I've seen that. And I
I've
have
had
been in a boat that has run up on a sandbar open when it was wide open. We were coming out of the Gulf of Mexico down the Mississippi River, or up the Mississippi River. And I'm sitting in the back, and we had ice chests full of redfish and speckled trout and all this stuff. And we had the regular seats and then 2 big ice chests. And the middle one wasn't bolted in, but it was set in where you wouldn't move, so you could use it as a seat too. So I was sitting that way, and I had my feet on the other one, and I was watching the back, and the river's calm, and he's flying. And I'm looking at the thing, and I'm just enjoying the view we're coming from, and I'm not even worried about them. And I'm sitting there, and my cousin Robert it's not his boat, and he doesn't pilot the boat that much. Mike said, "You go ahead." It used to be his dad's boat, so he's piloting this thing. He's got this thing wide open, right? And it's a 26-foot pinion, and he's taking. I mean, that thing's sitting up in the water, taking off. And I'm sitting there, and I look over to the side, and I'm noticing to my left. I mean, to my left, I'm noticing that the water's getting a lot more still than where we're at on the right. And it looked like it was coming out further and further and further. And about that time, I turned around and I grabbed the top of the bar that was up there. I said, "Robert, slow down. It's sand. It's a sandbar." He goes, "What?" And that thing stopped dead. The ice chest flipped over. The one in the back flipped. We had fish everywhere. They went flying into the front. I had the bar in my hand, so when I grabbed it, it pulled me forward. I actually kicked the girl and pushed her forward. And I came down because I held myself up for a second. And I said, "What the hell are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, I didn't realize it." I said, "When the water's changing here, you could tell." But he hit that thing. He must have been going 30 miles an hour on the water. It just stopped. We had to get out and rock it off of that thing.
So there's a lot of times too, you get people that like rent boats that aren't familiar with driving them, and they get out there and they'll do some really stupid shit in them because they don't understand the rules and how they operate. Because they'll let anybody just fucking rent a boat.
And I can say that I very much love and appreciate the water, but speed kills. No matter where you are, or what you're doing, it doesn't matter if
respect the water.
It doesn't matter if you're in a car. It doesn't matter if you're in a boat. Speed kills.
Yep.
Or on a motorcycle.
So like every time I've been on a boat, like I hang on for dear life. I don't care who's driving, you know, even if I'm driving, I hang on for dear life, and I do my best to, you know, navigate and stay to the buoys and the signs that be. But you know, I'm no captain, but you know, when you get sent, when you get sent, you get sent.
Aloha.
Aloha. Talking about
Lance
boats,
is in
Joe, I just
Hawaii.
texted a couple of ships, a couple sailboats.
Hey, bud. Yeah. Here's your worms.
What time is it over there, Lance?
3:50.
3:50 a.m.
Yeah. Pouring my first cup of coffee.
Oh, I thought you were peeing. I was saying, "Oh Lord." Come on, at least we don't have a low camera. Thank you. I'm glad you showed that, verified it.
Yeah. Fact check.
I'm about to say,
Okay.
well, if that's all you got, you better go get that thing checked because it didn't have a lot of string. Pineapple, that's fresh too.
Yep, waiting to cut into that baby. And hey, look at the boogies, huh?
Your
Boogie
daughter,
boards.
your
Yeah.
son-in-law are going to be there today?
No, they were here 2 days ago. Two
days ago.
Yeah.
Now where are they?
So we went to the beach. They're upstairs in twin beds.
Are you sure?
Well, are they planning a wedding there or what?
Shut up, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
See, now you're gonna get me in trouble. I was about to say, y'all going boogie boarding again?
Well, since they're there, Lance, you know, they should take advantage of it.
You want me to mute Paul? Hey, Lance, y'all going boogie boarding again?
Yeah.
Does your daughter boogie board?
Yes.
You get a good picture of her.
Yep.
Joe always wants pictures of the girls doing things.
Well, I saw
Let me
his daughter,
see.
and I
I'm about
saw
to
his
get out of this
wife,
conversation.
and
Bye.
I saw Lance, and Lance needs to be on his knees every day thanking God.
The photo shoot
I'll
last
send
night.
you a personal picture of me boogie boarding. How about that?
There you go.
No, that's all right. The bikini won't be the same. Won't have the same effect.
Um, uh, hey, I'll show my titties. I'll keep my shorts low, and I'll do it right. How about that?
I might want it risen high. I might not like low.
Oh my God.
Okay, Joe.
Hey,
But
it's
let's
about
go
right
back.
ways.
Let's step back real quick to photography. Okay, there you go.
It's about the wave and the moment and
Oh,
capturing the moment.
here we go. Now it's gonna get even
Oh
better.
shit. Here we go.
We screwed it up.
It's about capturing the moment,
That's right.
right?
No, Lance, I want you to catch another one of those surfing shots like you did last year.
I haven't seen surfers yet, but hopefully I will.
You did last year. You did say you'd posted something. You'd saved some off of the controller. Was that right? Or
Say
did
that one
you?
more time, Don.
I'm trying to remember because you showed us some surfing shots last year. Was it off the controller or were you
I
sharing
have them
off
on
of
my
the?
Instagram account. I don't know if I showed you off. I probably showed you off my computer because I had my computer last year. I
Okay.
don't right now.
He went to Hawaii and forgot his
Oh,
computer.
I don't want to see it again. I'm just saying. I'm trying to remember those shots that you lost last year.
Oh, that
Had-
was yeah, that was early, you know, because I went 4 or 5 times, so I
Yeah.
probably lost some of those. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you had shown us any of those shots like off the controller or something.
I don't know if I did or not.
But
Out of the people on panel, pardon me, but how many of you have ever surfed? Like,
I
put your
have.
feet on the board and stood up and
Joe.
rode away.
I've never surfed in my life.
80.
No.
I did. I lived in Hawaii 3 years. It's hard.
Well, where you live doesn't mean anything, but did you do it?
Well, I did. I did in Hawaii, but I was a lot younger. I had a lot better balance, so
don't
it
listen
took
to
me a
Joe.
couple of times to get used to it.
Joe will start the story saying that he did it once, and then by the end of it, he'll tell you he invented it.
No, you got me wrong. That's David, and you said Britain's invented it.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. I think you're mixing them up with David.
Yeah, you definitely mixing me up with David.
See, what
He's
Joe
gonna
did
come in and
was
say y'all wrong.
what Joe was
It was the
doing.
Brits.
He was ironing some clothes, and a wave came in and hit him, and he fell on the board, and he just stood up. He thought he was still on land, and he
That
was
was
out in the
David.
middle of the ocean, and on a wave, and all the locals looked at him and said, "Wow, how's he doing that? He must be magic or something." And
Yeah,
that's
okay.
how surfing got started.
So what you're saying is Joe is a surfer on an ironing board.
Yeah, right.
But
I'm
what we do,
saying that Joe is the guy who says he makes gumbo, but he uses cans.
and what we do know is Charlie don't surf.
Charlie don't surf. That is true. I need to rewatch that. That movie is difficult to rewatch. It's a beautiful movie.
There's
But yeah,
it's a lot to take. It's a lot to take in.
yes, it is. It is very. I love that movie. We're talking about Apocalypse Now. In case anybody doesn't know, probably Justin doesn't know what the hell we're talking about. Justin, you ever see Apocalypse Now?
Did you see my text I sent you, Joe?
Oh,
But yeah, I like that movie because it starts you off sane and it brings you slowly become insane along with the main character as
when
he
you
goes
send
up
it?
the river.
And once you become independent, um, everyone else will call you insane, but you don't need them anymore.
All right, Colonel Kurtz.
Nothing yet, Lance.
Just
On your
saying.
phone, on your phone, Joe. I text you,
You,
not
Oh.
on Facebook.
catch me if you can.
Oh, those are nice. So it was.
Do, do your
What is-
best, but yeah, hey, I'm just a dude playing a dude, pretending to be another dude. Come on now. Who are we? What is freedom if you can't be free? If you fuck with people, you'll get fucked with. If you're just doing your best, why should you get fucked with by, the government and taxes? What did I do? Oh, I forgot to pay you. My bad. I was busy paying you. Cause it comes out of my check. So why are you, what is this all about? And you keep charging me more and more and more, like America's some sort of a club that you gotta pay to play. If anybody should be deported, it should probably be me. Because I don't like people cheating the system, but I don't like the system abusing me either. You understand that? I hate to bring that up, but
Hey,
I'm tired,
Lance,
bro.
any
I'm
of them
tired.
damaged?
Go ahead, Joe.
Any of them damaged?
They look like they were both damaged. I did an orbit around them. I'll have to look at them closer, but it
Yeah,
looks
that
like the
second
hull,
picture, because it's got a keel on it, looks like it could be probably have a problem.
yeah, the heel on the green one, I think, is cracked. But
Oh
I mean,
man,
you'll see in the video when I post it that all of the reef coming in, it had to have been chopped up pretty bad, both of them.
yeah. I'm surprised. Did it? I wonder if it just floated in, or that's where they had it. They ought to know where the
Yeah.
water's at, where the deep point is.
Yeah, and that is just north of Lahaina, barely. It's
Lahaina.
I'm sure it came from those from the marina.
Yeah, it probably did. It probably came loose or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm filming that yesterday morning, and I have a red shirt on. Okay, and some homeless guy. I didn't know he was homeless. He didn't even look like he was. He comes walking by. He says, "You better take off that red shirt." I said, "What?" He said, "You need to take off that red shirt." And and he kind of stopped, and I'm like, "Okay." He says, "You better take that red shirt off." I'm like, and I've got my drone in the air already. I'm flying, and it's like, okay, I start to back away just a little bit, thinking, okay, this dude's crazy. And then he started walking, and then he'd turn around, and he'd say, "Take off that red shirt." And then he'd walk a little more, and then he'd turn around, and he just stared like he was going to charge me. And I'm like, dude, I'm an old guy, but don't even try. He'd probably beat me up. But anyway, it was like a little unnerving. for
That's
about
crazy.
3 minutes.
Trying to think of where it was. Let me pull the island up and I can tell you. There was one area of the island, if you were military, you didn't go. And I used to hang out there. You know, it's like, come on.
What do they say? Don't let your bulldog mouth outrun your chihuahua ass.
Well, I had the bulldog ass at the time.
Well, I completely understand that. Because I was 129 pounds at 6'2". Within a year, I was pushing 175 pounds. The average person, you know, they are strong in their head, but the average person is not strong in their body. That takes dedication. That takes purpose. That takes work. And when your job is to pick up heavy things and put them down, think that an altercation with an average person, like I will pick you up and I will put you down. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to carry anything. You know, I can either run or I can pick you up and I can put you down. And
Donald,
it doesn't resonate. It doesn't resonate. Like
What is that?
self-defense doesn't start with the you know, even the education, it starts with who's coming after you. It doesn't start with, hey, how can you prevent somebody from coming after you? Because that I think that's 50% of it.
Yep.
What was that you had, Lance?
this is
Oh,
an
yeah, what is this
underwater
place?
dive case for the Insta
Why not?
360. Donald, do you see that?
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. No, I didn't. Oh, yeah.
I went in tide pools yesterday. The video was so clear, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was crystal clear.
Yep.
And, you know, it was only in, you know, a foot of water. But
Now I have
boy,
taken
the video.
the
Video was great.
360 out in the water. But you need that dive case just for to get that separation so it can do the stitching on the edges.
Yes. And I've got it half above water, half below water, which was
Mhm.
kind of cool. You know, but I only played with it a little bit because I'm walking on the rocks and I've got flip flops on, so it's like pretty precarious. So I'll take it out again and where I'm a little more stable ground.
Is the 360 camera itself waterproof or no?
Yes,
It
Okay.
is.
to a certain extent.
Does
So
it got a
But-
certain
my-
depth like watches and
Yeah,
shit?
you can get it wet. It's waterproof.
Justin,
You can get it underwater. But to get it underneath and get good video underwater, you have refraction. So when you get the water right up against the lenses, you have weird refraction. And so the dive case, what it does is it pushes the water away from the lenses enough that the computer can do the stitching correctly.
That makes sense.
If you don't have the dive case on it and you get it underwater, you're going to have some stitching issues along the edges.
And is that something that you stay with, or something that you plan?
You can do either, but
Because
usually
I
you
saw
hold it and use it by staying with it.
something on Reddit, and it said,
big
you know,
Donald.
this
I mean,
is
sucker
what the
is
reef
much
looks
bigger
like.
than the one that I had.
Humans aren't around. Like they just left the camera on the reef, and
Mhm.
and it was beautiful. Like you saw the fishes doing what fishes do.
Yeah.
Without this being there.
My guess
And
is whoever
it was
had planted it,
it
set
was
it.
nature.
My guess is whoever planted it put it there and swam around and hid behind some coral or something.
Yeah, or they just left it there for a few hours and came back and got it.
You're not going to leave. Well, I guess you could, but
Well, I mean, if you're an
I wouldn't want to
experienced
leave it.
diver and you know what you're doing, I'm sure you could go down and drop a camera and leave it for a little bit and come back.
yeah, I
Well,
guess you could.
you could leave it for a day. You could leave it for a week. You could leave it for a month. It's about the
Well, it
battery life.
depends on how popular the area is. And luckily you're underwater, you're not going to have the heating issues that you're going to have with 360 just leaving it running
Yeah.
out and about.
Now, what
But
about it being in that case, though? Would it still heat up, though, inside that dive case?
yeah, but you still have the water wicking
It's
the
gonna
any
be
temperature
water
off
cooled.
away from it. So
Okay.
But it was interesting to see.
hmm
It was, you know,
yeah, I've thought about
what's
taking it out and
seen,
just setting it
you know,
by a river around here and just setting it down and getting a nice long take of a creek or something.
I've seen dive videos where, sharks, they come up to people and they touch them in the nose and then the shark goes away and they pet the shark, or, swimming into a school of fish and school of fish does a different formation, or, you know, they sit their butt on the bottom and they look up and they see what they see, but you're still a being there. So if you plant a camera and you leave it, and then that's what it looks like. There's no threat. There's a chance that they feel the energy.
So last year at
Um,
Trackable, I ran into some hammerheads, and I posted that on my YouTube channel. So if you look back last summer, you might be able to see a couple of my clips this was with my Insta360II, which isn't nearly as good as the 5. So it's
Oh, you
kind
were
of murky.
swimming with hammerheads, or you just had the camera down in the water?
No, they were right at my feet.
Oh, wow. Aren't those pretty aggressive sharks, though?
They knew who I was.
Because
They smell them.
I think they're like bull sharks. I think hammerheads can get pretty aggressive. You gotta be careful around those.
Justin, these were actually babies. They were probably a foot.
Oh,
2
so they
feet
would have
long.
just took a toe off.
Yeah, they would have just.
Oh,
In fact,
they're
you would have
they're
loved to
just
see the
babies. I mean,
pops after that.
who's scared of babies? I would kick the shit out of a baby.
I got in
Right,
trouble
John.
probably about 5 years ago. I got in trouble at Myrtle Beach,
For
of all
kicking a
places.
baby.
Yeah. Glassy water. There was no waves at all. And I saw this thing out there. And it wasn't a buoy because it was moving. Like it was creating distance and going with the current. And I said, hey, I'm going to go check that out. And it was about 100 meters. So I go out there. I'm going, swimming underwater and swimming on top and swimming underwater and swimming on top. And I'm having a good time just swimming. I get out there. It's a freaking volleyball.
Oh, it was Wilson.
And, the name on it was Bun, Bunn. And so I toss the ball, I swim. I toss the ball, I swim. I toss the ball, I get back in, and the lifeguard is standing at the wave line, and my wife is standing right next to her. Like, don't mind him. He's stupid. And it's like, you know, yeah, I'll be stupid. But I'll be stupid for you too. Like, let a question be asked. And
Yeah,
I will try to solve the problem. Like, don't just let something be. Just solve the problem. If that had been a bomb that was gonna blow up a pier, yeah, take me with you. But don't blow up the pier. People love the pier. You know what I'm saying? Let my question help others. And I still have that volleyball. And we called it the bun ball. The BUNN, the bun ball. I
what
looked
you
it
got?
up. It, you know, I think it's like a a dentist that is in Myrtle Beach. You know, maybe his family had a good time and they lost a very good ball. You know, probably a $60 ball, and they didn't want to go get it, but I went and got it.
Last time I went to the beach, I ended up with a pile of shit I found on the water because it was kind of not the best time to go to the beach. There was a lot of seaweed along the edge of the water, and it was catching all kinds of shit. Dude, I had piles of sunglasses and everything, but there was no good like designer sunglasses. They were all those cheap dollar store glasses. I found a bunch of like buckets and little shovels and a bunch of beach toys. We
Hey,
just
Lance.
piled it up in a big pile, and then when we left, we just took it and threw it all in the trash because it was nothing good. What's up, Dre?
Now, I was gonna tell Lance, did he see my message in the chat? That's funny.
Lance, don't be a Donald and forget to turn the camera on.
You're muted, Donald.
He's talking, I think,
Oh, okay.
or he's just pretending not to listen. He's pretending to talk to somebody.
Or he's frozen.
No,
No,
he's active, but I know it says his mic is muted.
yeah, I think he's talking to somebody from his work.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, if there's no lesson from everything that we've done, it's just do your best at whatever it is that if you want to commit a crime, or if you want to
You
succeed
guys
at a
starting to do
job,
this now?
do your absolute best. Because if you're gonna go half-ass at something, you won't you'll get halfway there. You know. You can go plus or minus very quick if you commit. If you don't commit, you're gonna go all the way down. If you commit, you may not go all the way up, but you'll at least get on that next step. I don't know what's holding some people back. I know what's holding me back.
Dre, what are you up to?
Done this, my work Friday, so I'm absolutely doing nothing. I didn't even wear a tie to work today.
Oh, wow. That must be a
Justin, I just sent you
non-casual
a
day.
DM.
Yeah. And then I decided to try to stop by McDonald's and get me a little, McSausage or whatever you call thing, McGriddle sausage sandwich and a frappe. It was closed. I guess the power was out or something. So I drive all the way over to 7-Eleven. I said, oh, messing up my day. Not that I had anything planned.
Oh, wow. That looks like a model boat right there, and
I
then you
know.
actually see the scale of the boat right there.
Yeah.
Shh, don't, hey, Justin.
So right
shh.
there, that looks like a little toy boat just sitting in the lake.
So somebody's dinghy break loose from the port.
No, I think this was the boat, right? And then Joe hit it with the drone.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's look like it's nothing more than maybe a 20-footer.
I would say
Fitch,
they're
you know
about
that?
that length. They're probably 20 to 35, somewhere in there.
Don't look that long.
Yeah, boats are okay. Just make sure if you're gonna get on a boat, you gotta know how to swim.
I don't get on boats anymore. I'll see what's in the water.
Hey, Joe, check Messenger. I know, right? I don't fuck around on the water in Florida.
Hey, you can't fix that. What's going on? Oh, I'm muted and I was being nerdy. Well, we was giving you the benefit of the doubt that you were conducting business, but I figured you were just goofing off as usual.
Oh, no, I was conducting business. I believe pirates used to think that knowing how to swim was actually bad luck because if you went overboard out in the ocean, knowing how to swim just prolonged your death.
That's true. I
Well,
can say if I can get to an edge, I'll make it. But we out in the middle of water, yeah.
Yeah. If you want it quick,
Someone
go
can
face
fact check me on that, but I believe it was bad luck to know how to swim.
Dre wanted to
Well-
know if you saw what was in the chat there, Donald. That
No,
he said that he mentioned to you earlier in the chat.
No, I didn't see what he said. Say it to my face, Dre.
I said, Lance, don't be a Donald and forget to turn the camera on.
Oh, Dre,
Yes, sir.
you just stabbed a dagger into my heart. I used to love you.
It's all love. If I can't needle you, I don't love you.
I used to care.
Mhm.
You know what?
Yeah, you know
hardened-
that's wrong. Donald never cares.
My heart has hardened towards you just a little bit, Dre.
Oh, okay.
You just feel a little bit of callus that used to be all
Okay.
soft and fuzzy for you, but now it's just a
But you
little
know
piece
what,
of
though?
callus.
I
I
know
mean,
there's
keep you
still
arm's
room.
distance.
There's still room there. There's still room to love. So I'll just give Lance a little healthy reminder, don't go out there and put the camera underwater with the underwater cover and stuff and have a great time peeking and giggling and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then pull the camera up and you never turned it on.
Yeah, that one moment that you're trying to capture and you miss it, yeah,
Yeah.
it's heartbreak. It's a good thing to remember.
And the bad thing about that Insta360 inside the dive case, it's hard to see if, you really have to look to see if that red light is on. The actual numbers are playing because
Make sure you get the lens cap off.
Or standing in the
my
frame of
thing
the
is,
backup camera, Donald.
What I fool with mine is once you start,
Justin, you son of a bitch.
taking clips, you like you said, you can't really tell if you shut down the first one you started and you start another one, and what happens is when you think you're recording, it's off, and when you think you're not recording, it's running.
Yeah, being upside down on the tally.
Hey, John, what's up, JDS?
That's a horrible thing to happen to you also when you're doing a job hanging outside of a helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I also noticed, Don, is when you start recording with the 360, you want to put the camera in the orientation you want to be up and down. So say I'm holding it like this, but if I put it underwater, you know, and I have to turn it upside down, then turn it on, it'll be right side up, and then I
Yep.
can go down into the water. And that's kind of a pain that it does that. So, but you could always correct it in post, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, I
That's
know
the
that's something
thing.
you can fix in post, change the orientation.
That's the thing about the 360 is you are offsetting all of your framing choices until later, pretty much. Unless you're going to upload it as a 360 video.
Yeah.
So I saw what we thought was a baby eel, but it had flippers. So
Huh.
baby eel was like, you know, Joe, look, it's probably 4 inches, maybe, Joe.
That's
That was
probably about
right.
4.
Yeah. Okay. And you know, so I'm thinking, I wonder if it starts with flippers and then kind of they fall off. You know,
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. I know the only time I saw an eel out there was at Hanama Bay. And that sucker came up and grabbed me on the mask, and he had to be about 5 feet.
oh, geez.
He's holding on to my mask, pulling my mask, trying to get my mask off of me. And my wife's behind me, pushing me, not knowing that the eel's trying to take my mask off. And we were in really rough water. We were in an area where we were supposed to have flippers. So I finally came back. I finally stood up because we had a bunch of reefs. I was able to stand up on the reef. And she got up and she goes, "Why aren't you going?" And she goes, "What happened to your mask?" I said, "Why the hell are you pushing me?" Like this. And she said, "What happened to your mask?" I said, "A freaking Maury eel grabbed it." I had a big split in the mask, a piece missing. And I had,
Jump
they had
off, I'll catch y'all later.
three lifeguards on the beach waiting for us. You want to know why we're out there without flippers? But I used to like going out there. You see all kind of stuff. Water was crystal.
I might freeze up, guys, because I'm gonna multitask on my phone. So I'm still here. So don't boot me, Paul. I'm still here and I can hear
You want me to
guys.
boot you?
Well, someone did. So if it looks like I freeze up, I'm not. I'm still here. So
Well, when
just
you
so
freeze up, Paul boot you. Why is he showing that? That was more fun at that.
So Justin headed back to the bus depot, huh?
Yeah, he's doing something. Ooh, there you go, Paul. Get this. Johnny's got a original Neo charging cup 2 batteries. The drone has never been flown. $125.
There you go. Did you buy it?
I don't want it. Up to you. You could buy it
Why would I want to buy it?
as a backup.
A Neo as a backup doing big ships? No way.
You could do it.
Yeah, right. Well, you should buy it as a backup then too.
I have a Neo as a backup.
How often do you fly your Neo?
I don't. It's just been sitting right there for 3 months. But I've flown it all up and down the bayou, everything. So it handles pretty good.
That were believed to be false, that have been sent to the family. However, 2 of them, the family believes were real, and they responded. That's information we hadn't got to. You know, got that queued up. Go ahead and play that. About that.
So Lance, the 360, are you enjoying when you're shooting underwater and stuff? Do you enjoy shooting with it more, or do you have like a GoPro?
Nah, it froze.
He's thinking really hard.
Nah.
So, yeah, so I was multitasking, Don. So I did have a GoPro. I can't find it. I brought it to school and I think a kid copped it from me.
Ah.
So, and it was only a GoPro 4. So I
Oh.
don't have one new. But I had a big dive case. I mean, for that, it was huge. It was like, bigger than my hand. It was, god awful huge. And that worked really nice. But
Mhm.
again, it was only a GoPro 4, and that was like 5 years ago, probably. So I only have my Insta360, and this is the first time I brought the 5X. So I'm hoping to get some real clear shots. Although, of course, brown water now, but most of the brown water and most of the beaches are gone already. There are a couple beaches that still have it. Our beach is kind of brown water, but I think maybe this morning it might be gone. But Nepali, which is only like 2 miles down the road, is crystal clear. And that's where I got the tide pools shots.
Hmm.
And then we'll go up to Fleming, I think, later in the week. And then I went down to Lahaina and drove around. I was going to fly my drone, and I'll fly my drone, and that's where all the town burned down, and it's desolate. I mean, they're empty lot after empty lot after empty lot, and you can't drive the boardwalk. You have to drive the back road, back streets to get to the banyan tree. And I parked as close to the banyan tree as I could. I didn't get out and walk to the banyan tree, but I will do that again. I will do that.
That tree's still there?
The tree's still there. The
I
tree
thought it got burnt.
It did, and they were able to revive it, and they cut down. So the banyan tree, it looks like there's 50 trees in there. It's all one tree, with the roots, making it look like there's other trees, right? And
Right.
it's a city block big. It's huge, and it covered the entire city block. Well, they had to cut back all the edges, so now the banyan tree is smaller. It's contained in the middle of the block now. So all of
Right.
the growth that was on the outside, they had to cut down because it had died, and to allow the tree to survive, they had to do that. And but
Okay.
it appears
So it's
to
not
be
the
in
size
pretty
it used to be.
Exactly. It's not the size it used to be, but
Because I remember.
my grandchildren will see it or great grandchildren will see it big again.
Yeah, it take that long. I remember this was back in the 80s when I saw it. Like 83. 80, yeah, it had to be 83.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was 82. Because I told everybody that well, my family, well, I told them I'm going to Hawaii for 3 years. I'm not coming back. Y'all got to come visit me. I said, you might as well be a good vacation. And I had about 7 members of the family show up one time. I took 9 days off. The gunny I worked for had a big station wagon. He rented it to me for like $200 for the 10 days. And we drove that thing around the island, and it handled everything. Big ass car too.
Okay, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to change out my 360 battery, so I have a fresh one. In charge of this guy.
Yeah, I need to keep that because I need to keep that. Yes. Create new. I'm working on another design that I'm gonna put on my site. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. See if this will work. If this works, it'll be perfect. And let me do it. Well, this is gonna be easy to do. Oh, it's gonna be so easy to do. If I remember where the shit's at. Those those bearings for that spinner was supposed to
Yeah.
be here yesterday. Says they're not gonna be till the 28th now. I hate when they do that.
Oh, Joe, and I forgot to tell you, thank you for the package. I had to rip into it right as we were walking out the door. So I saw the earrings and all the other stuff you sent me. Thank you.
I sent you that little pickle thing too.
Yeah, I saw that. In fact, I brought it with. That's the one thing I did bring with me. So around here somewhere. But my hand is still. I can't my DSLR is too really heavy for me to pick it up with my right hand. I gotta be real careful. So weird.
Yeah, because that one I told you would probably work better because it was smooth. It worked easier.
Yeah.
That's why I said, let me send it to him.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I also have that the Swifty Benchy 2.0 now made up. The only difference between the regular one is that on one side, on the starboard side, I said the port side it says Swifty, other side says Benchy. So it's in the front, written in the front. They're over there. I don't have one here. Maybe I do. Nope. They're both over there.
I'm still here, guys. I'm multitasking, so if it looks like I'm frozen, I am, but I can still hear you.
Oh. Oh. We have a beautiful day again today. What's your weather like up there, Paul?
It's nice and sunny, but it's cold. It's right now it's 24 degrees.
It's 71 already. And they want. I'm gonna make this a little thicker. 3 millimeters looks good. Now I'll bring it down a little bit. Want it to merge right with that stuff. Oh, it is merging. I'll go down a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be cool, Lance.
What's that?
I'm making a croc charm. The ones that click into those pieces of the crocs.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've looked all through them. Johnny's been printing them for his grandkids, right? And what I'm doing is I'm doing one a little bit different. I found a blank one that's a base that you can put stuff on, and I'm putting an Avata 2 on it, so it's gonna have a drone on it.
Yours will be 1 in a million on the ugliest shoe in the world. Well, second ugliest.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you. That's what it'll look like. and it just clicks on.
Ooh,
It'd be
nice.
different. It's finished. Just got to export it. I got it grouped together. It is exported.
Well, it's important because the nitrogen is the product that's used to produce. It's used around
But
this much of it off the shelf where it can't get to those farms. Productivity drops, and then the next thing that happens, you have
Yeah, that's done. Let's see what it looks like in here. It's not gonna take any time either. I think I'm gonna print it in 2 colors. I may print the bottom part just in like a black and then the top part in like a gray, you know?
very cool.
Yeah, I bought a pair. I had a pair I've been wearing around inside for years. And when I had all that weight on me, they fit me fine. And they were a 9 to a 10. And when I lost that weight, now my feet fly out of it, right? So about a month ago, I bought a pair of the ones the nurses wear, the work ones that are closed. So it's all closed in, but it has on the side of the straps, they have the 2 things. But I mean, these things, I started wearing these things, and these things are nice. I was actually going to bring them back because I said I don't like the sole, and I put them on the other day and walked around. And I said, "Oh shit, I'll keep them." They're just comfortable, you know. Now here is the product right here. Let me get the colors right now, and I'll show you. Got more color syncs. So I want to do colors, edge detection, black. I don't want many color changes. Actually, we're gonna do this. Make the whole thing black first. I'll make sure everything on here is black before it does anything. Then I'm gonna do edge detection, and where you see the white, it will be gray. Ah, that's not wrong. Well, I can't see it when it's black. There you go. Don't want the inside to be. The problem when you start doing these things, you got to make sure if you want it to stay one color in one area, you got to make sure you hit every spot. Because if you got a black spot in there or a gray spot in there, something's different, it changes your color.
There is a bit of pessimism in the agriculture industry, whether you're in the livestock sector or the cropping sector, just because of the way we've been treated by some foreign nations. But I know our Secretary for Trade at USDA has been doing a lot of work. USTR has been doing a lot of work to help get our products around the world. But the reality is we've got to get to the point where we add value to our crops here in the United States. We can no longer count on the global markets to be our only resource to move our residuals.
A lot of those spaces I'm missing.
Competition in Brazil, other places that can compete to actually do for much less.
The more I turn it, the more I find spaces I miss.
But one thing we've got to do, we've got to make sure that we onshore and reshore some of these critical supply chains like fertilizer, like our crop care.
I thought I had everything. I had one piece I missed. Hold on, let me turn around, show you now.
We're lucky to have you out there. So thanks for being our guest this morning on American Metro. We'll keep an eye on it.
Thank you, Dana. So we are also just build the house in recess right now. We'll see what kind of move they make today.
Yeah, that's what it's going to look like. The bottom will be black, and the top will be gray. We do this too with this. with the white there, make it change the whole thing. It came out pretty good, huh?
And these athletes, they can really make a difference. And so I think, we all learn a lesson.
More landfill.
We are more than just playing.
Okay, Paul, $1 million question. Where's your drone? What's it say?
En route.
Don't tell you where it's at?
No. It hasn't changed in 2 days, as far as giving me any more information.
Still says it's gonna be tomorrow?
Yep.
Let's slice this thing. It should only be one color change. Two color
So you
change.
order a drone, Paul?
Yeah.
Where'd you find it? On eBay or somebody else?
eBay.
Oh, okay. Congrats.
20 minutes. Let me do this. Need about, I mean, 4. Let me see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, need 4 of them. See, Dre, I'm printing this thing I just designed. It's the charm for a croc with a drone on it. It's not gonna be landfill, it's gonna be something useful.
I already said, whatever you showed before, I don't know what, but it's like a nice piece of landfill.
Right here, look. About to print these.
Yeah, what are those now?
It goes on, what Crocs have the little holes in them, and you clip them in, and they sit there.
Oh, okay,
It's Croc charms.
okay.
Yeah, they don't have any with drones on them, and they got a base. You can get the base. So I just put them together, merged it, so it'll come out just like that. It's going to take probably about 40 minutes to do all 4, and then 31 minutes, right? And what I'm gonna do is after I get it out and get pictures of it and everything on the Crocs and everything, I'm gonna upload it to MakerWorld and put it out there as a model. And if people use it, as they download it, I get 10 points to be able to use in Maker Lab. All I have to do is tell them the original design, it's a remix off of the base. So all I have to do is say it's a remix off the base that the guy has, and then say you can't remix this one. And I would put like a Mavic 3 on there, but it would have like little arms that I think would break off, you know.
Good.
This will work. Do I want gray or do I want white? What would you do, Donald? Black Crocs?
I wouldn't wear Crocs.
You wouldn't wear Crocs. What would you do? Black or white? Black or gray? I mean, white or gray? White would really stand out.
What would match your earrings?
Well, that's any color. I could anything would go with that. You know, I could any color here. I could just change the earrings.
Okay, I wouldn't wear Crocs. So what kind of charms would I put on my Crocs that I wouldn't wear?
Little fish eyes. Now these are little drones I made up. Little drone charms. But the drones are normally a gray color, and I got the gray to do it. Or I could do a silver, which is more like a lighter gray. Or I could do white and it really stand out.
I was gonna say, what color are Crocs?
Black.
Oh, then it don't matter.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna do the silver because it's more like a color of a drone. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Means I got a low silver.
Basically, you're asking me the equivalent of, hey, Dawn, when you step in dog shit, what color do you want it to be? I have no
question though
preference.
is,
I have
would
no
you
real
have
preference.
fisheye on them? Yeah, that's the real question. Would you have fisheye on them when you step in dog shit?
I really need to get that damn wherever that box is out and get fisheye out. And people, I think he's the most likable thing I've ever done. I make all these other videos and stuff, but people always say, "Hey, talk about fisheye. Hey, ask about fish." Like, I think Jim Henson must have hated Kermit.
Yep, it makes sense.
He must have gone through a phase of hating Kermit. But he had all these other things to do too. So
And we're gonna print it. And it's gonna be B4. Let's go. Let's see what they look like. Yeah, once they print and everything, I'll put them on the Crocs and I'll take a good picture of them and I'll upload them. Now I guarantee you when I send this to Johnny, he's gonna print these for his kids, grandkids, because they all wear Crocs. I'm jealous there, Lance. Because I really miss Hawaii. I need to go back.
my closet just fell.
Well, my son, one of the bases he can go to is K-Bay. He can go over to Kaneohe Bay, North Shore, Oahu. And if he ever does, I've already told him, if you get stationed in Hawaii, expect about 6 months after you're there, I'm going to show up. I said, be looking for a place for me because I'm buying something and I'm not coming back.
What'd he say?
He said, come on, and all my kids know that. If he gets stationed over there, I'm going to tell him all goodbye. I'm going. I'm going to stay there. I'm not coming back. Because I could make my jambalaya over there out of a box. Shit, they got too much food. They got too much good food in Hawaii to eat jambalaya.
Box.
Did you go to a luau yet?
Oh, we probably won't. We've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. At $100 a person, it's.
Oh, it wasn't never $100. You know where we went? We went to the Air Force base had a hotel on, not the Air Force, the Army had a hotel on Waikiki Beach, and they threw one. And the military, it was only open to military and their families, and it used to be like $10 a piece. Military sponsored it.
Yeah. It's probably 125 a person now.
Yeah.
But boy, is it good.
And one of the girls in her little coconut bikini got me up, and a little grass skirt got me up on the thing to do a hula. It didn't look pretty. They were beautiful, but I didn't look pretty.
That's because you didn't have any earrings in.
The sailboat shots.
They put a grass skirt on me and I did a hula. I bet y'all want to see that. Huh?
Maui's version of it.
Thank God technology wasn't there to have the camera for the phones.
So where's our UK contingency at today?
Well, it's in London, Mark's in London. Kate had an operation. So he may not be on.
And Laura
He's
went
probably
to
getting
visit,
out today.
Laura went to visit her mother.
So
Laura don't
bad
count.
David
Don't worry
from
about
getting
Laura.
on?
No, David's probably partying hardy so much that he forgot to get on.
Oh, I agree. Say, I said,
Like, and Laura don't count. She's never on. The only thing she does is walk in and say, "Shut up, Joe."
no, she likes yammering in the background.
Yeah, she can't say it to her face.
Mhm.
Oh, Dre, they got a thing. I look through Instagram, I get a lot of stuff about dogs, and they got this one dog, right? It's a like a husky, a brown husky. It's got the brown and white, and the dog's sitting in a. It's funny. They got video going, and it's not. They didn't plan this. You can tell because it's a video sitting up in the corner, and they may have planned it, but they didn't look like they were planning it. Okay, but the dog's sitting on the side, and they got a little chihuahua next to this dog, and this dog starts going "Roo, roo, 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 roo," like this, and the woman and two big old fat women sitting in the chair, right? And the woman says, she said, "You better stop that. Say it to my face." Like this. The dog walks around, gets right in front of it, does the same thing. They were falling out the chairs. I mean, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that's what Huskies do.
Yeah, Huskies will give you shit.
Huskies love to talk.
Yeah, they talk shit to you though. If it wasn't so hot here, I'd have a Husky. Beautiful dog, man. Beautiful.
Hmm. My parents had one. The problem is they do like to run.
Sent Johnny
They
the
gotta have
picture of
room.
the tugboats, and I said Louisiana's version of Maui's version of the I can't even say it.
Louisiana?
Yeah, there you go. Tugboat.
There you go, close enough.
Yeah, one of my favorite dogs was a long-haired husky. But boy, the hair would just fly.
Let's see if I can find it.
Now, that's interesting, Paul. You said long hair husky because I've never seen a bald one.
Well, you know, some huskies, the hair is this long. His hair was this long, each strand.
Mm, mm, mm.
I got him from some people up in north of me.
The Lance, it looks like by the time you get used to the time zone change, you'll be getting on a plane heading home.
Not till Tuesday.
I was gonna say, but I mean, you've been there, what, 3 days now? And you're still getting up at 4 in the morning?
Yeah. But
Then it's back to school.
7 o'clock your time.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You're still running on West Coast time, Pacific Standard. I said, by the time you actually will sleep in to Hawaii time, it'd be time to get back on the plane.
No.
Yeah.
And when is your wife's spring break?
She's on it right now, same as yours.
Oh, well,
She's been spending a lot of time this week with my dad at the house. And
yeah.
remember, she said she's gonna go back over tomorrow. I gotta take my nephew and his son and one of my sons to go get some suits fitted for the services in a couple of weeks. And that should be my final task to get everything set. So that's about it. Now I say next week she's gonna have 2 of the grandkids at the house all next week. So she's just thrilled for that.
Here you go. I found it. Let me let you see it. This is funny. Hey, Paul, watch it. Here it goes. Now they're laughing now. It's going to go into the beginning.
Say. Oh, you can fuck up too. Get in here and say that to my face.
Oh, she's Irish.
Look at this.
Mhm.
The dog was.
No one would believe it without video evidence. I would. Anyone
The
who
dog
ever,
said, "Bitch, I'll come do it." You know.
anyone ever had a husky would believe it.
Ooh. It's just like that. Everything I see, it's just like that. And it sounds like they talk sometimes.
Mhm.
You say, "You want this?" No. Yeah, I've heard them sound like they're saying no. And we had let's go a different route. I had a Yorkshire Terrier, little bitty one. And I'd tell her, "You want this?" And she'd bark at me and say, "Okay." And whatever I would do, she would do. She would mimic it perfect. It was crazy. So the Senate passed bill includes none of the Democrats' demands for reining in ICE. So they passed the bill, they're gonna pay TSA now?
Well, the Senate passed it. It's got to go through the House.
Or the House, we got the House. We got that. It'll pass. It'll be signed today.
What is it?
To
Basically,
pay
they agreed to fund
pay
the rest
TSA.
of DHS, which allow these TSA workers to get paid, but the gamemanship never ends.
Yeah, but you know the thing though, Ray? ICE, because of the big beautiful bill, is funded for the next 3 years.
Yeah,
So you can't unfund them right now.
no.
You know, but that's what they were trying to do. You know, you're not hurting us you're hurting them, you're hurting America. So
Well, like I said, the gamemanship never ends. There's just
yeah,
always
you're
one
right.
thing over another. And both sides play the game. Depends on
Right.
who wants what. And like I said, the people who get hurt are the ones at the bottom of the food chain who need
Yep.
that money the most. You
Well,
know?
they said
My thing is this: are they going to back pay all these TSA workers for the last 2 checks they missed?
they said they were going to reimburse them.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, the details is always the most important because they say, "Oh, they're going to get paid. They're going to get paid." I'm saying the back pay is probably more important than what's getting paid today is.
Mhm.
A lot of these folks are underwater.
Oh yeah, they got people that say they're getting their cars repossessed and everything.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, these folks are underwater, need to get caught up, and the only way you get caught up is you give them back pay.
Yep.
You know, and I said, what about the ones who had to quit?
They
You
said
gonna rehire
40%,
them?
40% of TSA called out in Atlanta.
Yeah. And like I tell like these folks, I mean, some places is good money, other places they are at the bottom of the food chain. I mean, $40,000-$50,000 in some places is not a lot of money. Some places
yeah.
is good money.
$50,000 in Mississippi and some places in Louisiana is big money.
I just got a notification. There's a chance of snow near you at 9 p.m. this evening.
Well, you're surprised you live in Michigan, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Tonsapunk? What that damn rodent name is?
Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah, Punxsutawney Phil.
Another rat.
Y'all can proud saying talking
You
trash
know?
about me.
I have my tomato plants and a couple pepper plants that I thought about putting out this weekend, but we're supposed to get down to 33 degrees tonight. And I'm like, maybe I'll wait till next week. So I just keep on bringing them in, taking them out when it's nice out.
Ray, you would be on poverty at $40,000 in California. So do you have them in pots done?
Right now, yeah.
Do you
Upside down?
transplant them into the ground?
I actually grow them in larger containers, but for all intents and purposes, yeah. I mean, these are pretty large containers that I grow outside.
You know what I might do today? I may run to Walmart And I might buy some laundry baskets, some oblong ones. Like, but I could get about 6 of them out there. And go get some topsoil and some dirt. And fill it up. And have 6 of them around the edge of my balcony thing. And put tomatoes in one, put green beans in one, green peppers in one. I might do that. There's no reason why I couldn't do that out there.
Mhm.
Could have done that a long time ago.
Yeah, you use a lot of vegetables in your cooking.
You can send them to Paul.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, I'm cutting back on my hot peppers this year. I'm not gonna grow any hot peppers. I've got so much hot sauce up there that
No.
it's just insane.
I was
Because everybody decided at Christmas to give me hot sauce, and because I like hot sauce. It's like, well, I made my own hot sauce, so why do I need more hot sauce? That's ridiculous. But I got tons of hot sauce, so I'm gonna grow some sweet peppers. I think this year I'm gonna grow one cayenne. Not cayenne. Thai.
What kind of tomato? What kind of tomatoes you do?
I'm doing cherry tomatoes this year. The Sweet 100s.
Okay.
It's an indeterminate, and it throws off so many. It threw off so many tomatoes last year. I still have some upstairs in the freezer.
100.
The one that I got, it's a variety called Sweet 100. But
so, do you buy the seeds or do you buy the plant?
I buy the plants.
Yeah, the plants are easier.
It gives you a jump start, and you don't have to. I used to start from seed, but then you're starting in the window. Well, I used to start my peppers in February.
Yeah, if I go, I got to find out who sells them. Walmart might even have them, the tomato plants. And if I buy them here, they'll be Creole.
I know Walmart here has seeds. I'm not sure if they actually. Well, they might have some plants out.
Home Depot will have them. I know.
Home Depot will have some plants. If you have a Lowe's near you.
Yeah.
I got these over at Atwoods, which is a farm and ranch.
What are you trying to grow, Joe?
No, I'm gonna get some tomato plants.
Small
and then I'll probably go ahead with seeds. I'll probably do the green peppers.
Just buy yourself. Just go to the Walmart and buy some tomatoes that are going a bit mush. Plant them into a plant pot, and they'll grow themselves.
Oh yeah, they will.
And they'll be better.
Well, the ones that I'm talking about, the local brand, it's been genetically done down here. It's called the Creoles. They have a whole different taste to them. And if I could find like 6 of those, I should get 6 of those and put it in there.
A whole different taste of tomato. Tomatoes are tomato.
Well, you got to taste the
No,
difference.
a tomato is
These
not.
are spicy.
Taste.
A tomato is not a tomato.
It's got a different taste.
Oh, you're going to say it's a tomato.
No, tomato is not a tomato.
I'm glad you
A
clarified.
Creole
that,
tomato
John. I
is
thought
better
you
than
said-
apple. Well, let's see. Green peppers, green peas for sure. Let's see. The tomatoes. I have something else. Trying to think what else I used to do, because we used to do it all the time. We used to
What
do
about
okra,
onions?
but no, you don't need onions. We used to do okra all the time. My dad had in my grandmother's backyard, he had like 15 rows. And it was like 100-foot back, about 40-foot wide. And he had like 15 rows. And he had like 2 rows of tomatoes, like 5 of okra, because he loved okra. And then he'd have the green beans, green peppers, and he had all kind of stuff. And he'd actually have so much stuff coming off of that, the okra especially. He'd be taking bags of it and giving it to all the neighbors.
I may get some garlic because I got a couple small pots that I'm doing. I've got my chives in, and I got some green onions in. I might throw some garlic in just for the garlic tops. I'll use garlic, but instead of using the cloves, actually get the garlic tops, kind
Yeah.
of like green onions. Might do that.
You remember
And
the other
getting,
day when Justin was talking about big tubs of lubricant?
yes,
Well, I ordered some items off
lubricant.
eBay.
Okay.
No, not lubricant. They were actually Blackpool trams, model trams for model railways. I ordered about 4 of them, and the guy sent them, and the tub is horse lubricant that he put them in.
Yeah.
He actually wrapped them in a plastic tub that said horse lubricant.
No way that shouldn't have worked. Okay, I found my first hitch in the giddy up. I should have printed them face down. Yep, should have printed them face down. Got to remember sometime to hit that automatic orient. There's no way that should not have worked.
Good morning, Dre. I hope you are well.
Doing fine, David. They're telling me you was partying like it was 1999 because Laura was out of town. But unless you're impersonating Laura's voice.
She's going shortly. Don't panic.
Oh, okay. Not soon enough then, huh?
Shut up, Dre.
You don't count, Laura. You know that.
Because I was just saying, I said, where's our UK contingency at? Because I guess Mark's out of town, and they said you were.
Mark is down the road from me.
The town.
Yeah, Mark is just down the road from me, about 20 minutes on the train. He's dealing with Kate because she's had an operation. And I'm here. But we do need to improve the UK representatives on this panel. Just so we can educate you guys.
You tell Laura to
We
tell
all
the
agree
Mumsy,
we need
all
to
said,
improve.
I know.
We all agree we need to improve the UK representation. The representation we have right now sucks.
Well, Donald, you are honorary British compatriot, so you're right. It does suck.
Well, I take offense to that since I am actually known as part of the upper crust folks of England since I own property there.
Wait, upper class?
You said it, not me.
Now, I've got to ask a question. What owning property means you're an upper class person?
I believe in the old language of the laws of England. If an
He's a
individual
lord.
actually owns property, he is considered a lord.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
he paid his $3 or $20 for an inch of land, and that makes him a lord.
It does not make him a lord at all. You get the title. You can have a title of lord, but it doesn't make you a lord.
David. I had certificates at my house.
Hey, Donald. Oh, Lord. We're going down that rabbit hole? Oh, Lord.
So
my official title is Lord Draymond Crawford II.
Well,
and I have DNA that makes me also part of the English and Scottish landscape of the original individual of last name of Crowfund, who actually saved the king's life on a hunting excursion.
Okay, Dre, I don't think you've been keeping up with UK politics. All hereditary lords, those that have gained titles by payment, those that gained titles by just being born into a family, they have lost their rights to be a lord. You can have the title lord, but you are not a lord. You won't even be allowed anywhere near the Houses of Lords. All the current sitters of the Houses of Lord will be kicked out later this year.
Well, I can say, they have not reached out to me this time, so I will have a strong opposition opinion of this act. And demand my rights and the amount of money my mother spent shopping there over the years, buying clothing.
Yeah, I got bad news for you, Dre. The vote was about a month ago.
David, I haven't kept up on this. So they're disbanding the House of Lords?
No, they're not disbanding the House of Lords. They are getting rid of the hereditary lords. So those that those have got a lord's title from like many decades ago and whatever, you know, they're all gone. They're going to be gone.
Okay.
Yeah, those that have bought the title, they're gone. Right. The only way now to get into the Houses of Lords is through party politics. A bit like your upper house or whatever. You know what? So like Labour will get in and they'll be allowed to put X amount of lords in there, or like when a prime minister leaves, I think they're allowed to add 16 lords or something in there.
Okay.
So now it's going to be down to that sort of crap.
Now, the selection there, is that from general populace, or does it have to be from an elected official?
An elected official.
So the only people in the House of Lords now will be elected officials that are then assigned to the House of Lords.
Yes. But
That
this
does
is all
change- that
part.
does-
This is
that
part
does-
of the big change because
It's a
eventually,
huge change. It changes the entire.
yeah, but eventually they're going to make it where you have to be voted into the House of Lords, a bit like how we vote MPs.
It'd be very similar to how we have representatives and
Yeah.
senators.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering how's that gonna affect all those who have been knighted?
Well, they'll still be knights. Knight
You're still-
isn't an official.
They're not. They're not lords. They are sirs.
Yeah.
Um,
The
David?
thing that it kind of bothers me, but yeah, I can understand the populism of it, but there is something to be said for that constancy, even if it's just a purchased lordship or hereditary. There was always that the House of Lords represented that constancy, and
the purchase of a lord title practically gets you nothing anyway. However, those that get it through hereditary, literally, they didn't have to attend the lords. They just got paid for being a lord for no reason, right? Or they could go and sit in the House of Lords and do absolutely jack shit all day, just keep their feet up, tapping on the phone, do nothing, and get
elected
lots of
officials
money.
are going to do the same thing.
So that's what they're trying to eradicate.
Yeah, but
Well, that was the problem right there.
and I
when you were
understand-
financially giving incentives to individuals for their title.
I understand the reasoning for doing it because it's a populist movement, but there is that feeling in British government of that constancy, even if they did not do jack shit. There's that feeling of constancy there that is going to be missing now.
I'm going to be honest, I ain't going to miss them.
Well, I tell you what, Dave, I'm highly upset, offended. I'm gonna take my lordship and move it to India.
But that being said, David, I have stopped paying attention to British politics so much that I didn't even know that vote had taken place. So
the funny thing is, it was the Houses of Lords. They were throwing things back and forth, trying to delay it, and then they just accepted it and went, "It's going to have to happen." So they just accepted it and put it through. It was like the turkey voting for Christmas. The turkey voted it, voted it in.
they just gave up.
Hey,
Fuck
David, I
it, we're
got a
going to be on the
question.
plate anyway.
Now, I did hear there is a new uh uh party
There's
that
a
is
few
gaining
new
steam
parties.
over there, and it was something about well, I'm not gonna get into it. I just heard of
Okay,
a new party that is gaining a lot of popularity.
depends which one it is. You see, we have UKIP, which had a spin-off Reform, and now we've got another one that everybody's jumping over to because apparently Reform is shit. Literally, they're like, when one gets voted out, they start a new party, not realizing they're splitting the vote. Yeah, so eventually they're going to become nothings.
Well, I'll tell
Unless
you
they can
what,
all back reunite, they'll become nothing.
if I make it over there anytime soon, I'm gonna create a new party. And I'm gonna name after the old gangsters, Blinky Blinders, and we're gonna take over.
Good luck. We
I think
also have
you're not gonna do it
Your
without the help
Party.
of Alfie Solomon.
Yeah, so we also have a new party on the left side of politics called Your Party. They are so far left, they're coming back round to the far right. Back in a minute.
Yeah.
I had a question for David. Now he's back in a minute.
Now, Donald, have you watched that movie?
The Immortal Man?
Yeah, Immortal Man.
Is it out?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that it was out yet. I thought it was coming out
It
this
was
summer.
out last week. I watched it last week.
I have not watched it.
Yeah. Now, I never watched the series, so I was all brand new to it.
Oh.
So
Okay,
I
then
just watched the movie.
you I can't answer questions for you, and you can't answer questions for me.
Right. I can say so. It made me more interested and want to go watch the series because I've seen the series pop up over the last couple of years.
The series is pretty good.
Yeah. And now they had this movie out. Now I'm interested in go watch the series.
Well, I'm not going to ask because I'm going to watch it. I'll get it and watch it.
Yeah, because I'm sure the series probably has some input on the movie.
Well, there's supposed to be a time jump in this, so they're not going to have all the characters back, I'm sure.
Well, the main characters there, the Tommy, whatever his last name, he
Tommy
comes
Shelby.
in, but he comes from a dark place where something occurred between him and his brother.
Oh, okay.
And that's where this picks up.
Guys, I'll be back shortly.
This picks up almost at the collapse of England during the war, Second World War, where this movie picks up. And his son is running things quite ruthlessly.
Okay.
So that's about all I can tell you. That it's a father and son thing, and it's almost at the England is at its last leg at one point of the war.
I will be interested to watch that.
Yeah.
That is pending. That is this one right here. That starts next week.
And Lance, if you get bored of going to the beach, you can watch that too in your room.
2874.
I think Lance is frozen.
TrueView on here too? I don't have TrueView on here. Uh-oh. No.
There he is. Yeah. I will tell you this, Don, because I have not seen the series, it's a little bit of a slow burn in the beginning of it because it has a lot of reflection parts in it. And then it picks up and things start falling together towards the middle, towards the end. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing season 3 of what's the one with Pierce Bronson and Helen Mirren and the one guy played his right-hand man. I can't think of his name. He played in he played in the Mad Max movie.
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy, yeah.
Yeah, was Tom Hardy in the Immortal Man?
No.
Because he
No.
played the character in Peaky Blinders, the series.
Yeah, that's what I say. No, he wasn't in it. It was just the main character that I knew of, and that was it. Because I've never seen the series, so I don't know about any of the other participants.
I was curious whether they brought him back for.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the 3rd season of that show to come back. And I'm looking forward to the 3rd series of Lioness to come back too. And in spite of what you say about Star Trek Academy, season 2 is still already been done. And that'll be the end of that.
I haven't watched. I've only seen the first episode.
Yeah, like I said, the first episode wasn't the greatest episode, but it has its moments. And towards the end of the first season, I think it really helped itself, but it had such negative reviews from the start. Paramount didn't want to put their name on it anymore. So they did 2 seasons right up front, and they walked away from it. I was just not thrilled with the what's her name as the captain or whatever she is, Chancellor and stuff, character.
Mm-hmm.
Her lisp does not just really go well with me. She's very philosophical when she's trying to teach people things.
They're gonna make me design my whole thing myself.
Mm.
But it won't let, when I went to put it in there,
Too much
it messed me
lately.
up.
I guess there's another Jason Statham movie that came out. Same formula as the rest of his movies. He's some former British special ops, individual who's been off the grid for so many years, and then something happens, and next thing you know, he pops up on the radar again, and everybody's trying to kill him.
Twelve by 5.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it.
Okay.
Everybody have a great day. Thanks for being here. Don, Dre, Lance,
Right.
have a good vacation. We'll see y'all again later today.